I'm Megan and welcome to my channel. So today I'm super excited because I have got so many new products that I have had from the drugstore, and I'm going to be playing with all of them, creating a full face and creating this beautiful vampy fall look for you guys. So if you're curious to see how all these products perform, see me create a fall look, then you're in the right place. So just go ahead and keep on watching. Guys, so I have already washed and moisturized my face, but I have not applied primer because I have got two brand new primers from CoverGirl I've had, and I am super excited to play with them. The first one I'm going to put on, you guys know I always go in with two primers. The first one that I'm going to go in with is the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Skin Primer with kaolin clay, and this is the mattifying one. This is what it looks like. Ignore my nails. I have got to get them done. I keep procrastinating. I keep saying I'm gonna get it done and then I run out of time. Anyhow, this is what it looks like. It's just a white primer, which is good. Most of the time, you know, the ones from the drugstore are, you know, clear and like that silicone feel, which I hate. So this looks promising. All right, so I've got that on. And it feels really nice and smooth, and it kind of is reminding me of the Fenty Beauty primer that I love so much. So I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys, my dogs are probably going to bark. You're probably going to hear them beating and banging. We are replacing our deck, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to try to work on the sound and maybe reduce the background noise on it, but if you hear it, I apologize. So, all right. The next primer I'm going to go in with is the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Skin Primer. This is the pore minimizing one. And that is what it looks like. And they have several primers in this new line. So, oh Lord. So maybe you should shake it because it's very, very, very runny. And most of the time, pore minimizing primers are not runny like that. So maybe it's just been sitting too long. Okay, so it's kind of runny, but I'm still going to put it in my pore area. And this one smells good. The other one didn't really have a scent. This one does. It's got a light, like fresh scent. Okay, so that really did fill in my pores. Even though it is a more liquidy consistency for a pore minimizing primer, it did a nice job. All right, guys, so I've let the primer sink into my skin for a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to go in with a CoverGirl foundation that I have not used yet. This is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and it kind of leaked out in the lid, but that is what it looks like. They do have one in a squeezy tube that's more lightweight and more hydrating. This is the more mattifying version. So I've got this in the shade Classic Tan. So it might be a little dark, but we're gonna make it work. I did turn down my lights a little bit so you guys will be able to see a little better. My self-tan, I did my self-tan last night. But my face, I did not self-tan my face, so that's why it looks crazy. So I am going to be matching my face to my neck, so I know it looks a little crazy right now, but it's all going to blend together when we get done, I promise. Alright, so the sponge I'm going to be going in with is this one by Juno & Co. It is just like the blue one, but it's pink. It's the microfiber sponge. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this foundation and start applying. Really pretty. So this is what the foundation is looking like. It's not dried down yet. It's definitely not a luminous foundation, so I'm sure it's gonna dry down matte, but it looks so good. All right, so I zoomed you guys out just a little bit. Now I want to go in. I was in Target the other day and I noticed this brand. I think it's called Makeup Obsession, and they had concealers. They did not have foundation, but I did pick up the Mega Conceal. It's a long wear concealer with caffeine, and I don't know, it looks promising. So this is what it looks like. And it is more on the affordable side. I can't remember exactly how much it was. And I have it in the shade 06. Here is what the doe foot looks like. So I'm just going to apply that where I would normally apply my concealer. So this, just upon application, is creamy, but it's not looking like it's going to be as full coverage as the CoverGirl one. But it doesn't claim to be full coverage. It just says concealer with caffeine. So I'm just going to take this side of the sponge and blend that out. And then when I get to this part of my concealer, I always use the butt end of the sponge with whatever's left over from the foundation to kind of mesh these together so we don't have a line right there. So I can still see a little bit of darkness peeking through, not bad at all. So the coverage is actually pretty good on this concealer. All right, now I'm going to go in with Buff Beige concealer from CoverGirl. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that right here. And I'm going to use this in the center of my face because it's a little bit darker than the Makeup Obsession one. I love this concealer, guys. It's very similar to the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, to Tarte Shape Tape. I think the CoverGirl concealer is the closest thing, drugstore wise, that has come close to being as full coverage as Tarte Shape Tape. They're very, very, very similar. All right, guys, so I just blended out the concealer. I did go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the center of my face and just a little bit under my eyes where we didn't have enough coverage. What I can tell you is it dried down extremely fast in the center of my face. I blended out my under eyes first. So what I would suggest with this one, I do have the fan going, so maybe that's why, but just do one section at a time so you don't run into that problem. Because once it dries down, it, you know what, to get it blended out. Alright, so I'm going to try something new for cream contour today. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Long Wear Shaping Stick. This is what it looks like. I have it in the shade 410 Cocoa. And I am just going to grab my Luxie 182. And I'm going to get the flat side. And I'm just going to start contouring my nose. And this is very, very, very creamy. So now I'm going to grab my Morphe JH08. It looks like this. And I'm just going to get a little bit of that product. And I'm just going to start chiseling out these cheekbones. Alright, now I'm just going to go over everything that we just did with a beauty blender or my sponge, just to make sure everything's blended nicely. Now, for setting powder, I'm super excited. I'm going in with the CoverGirl. I didn't realize how many CoverGirl products I had in this video, but anyhow, I just noticed they had so many new products when I went to the drugstore the other day. So this is the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals Loose Mineral Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent, and this is what it looks like. They do have a banana shade and a medium shade as well as this one. I'm pretty sure that's the only three that they have. So I'm just going to get a little bit out on the cap. You do get one of these little puffs right here, which most of the time nobody uses. So I'm just going to grab my sponge and I'm just going to start setting all of that. Woo! Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay, we're going to look a little ghostly. All right, now we look a lot better. Okay, I do really, really like this powder a lot. All right, for brows, I picked up a couple of new items from the drugstore that I have not used yet. And the first one I want to talk about is this new L'Oreal Unbelieva Brow. It's a long wear brow gel. This stuff was super expensive. It was like 16 bucks at Walgreens. So it says it's a 2-minute application. It says lightly apply product to fill in sparse areas. And then step 2, use the angled brush to outline and define brow shape, plus arches with feather-like strokes. And then 3, to finish, comb through brows with spoolie. So I don't know. I have it in the shade Light Brunette. If this does not work, I do have the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal I can use. But this was just really intriguing to me. So it does come with a little brush in here. So I'm going to try to use this first. So it comes with, you know, the angled brush and then a spoolie. And then you get this. Okay, so we're going to attempt to try to do this. Y'all know I just tried to get through with my brows like super quick. I hate doing my brows. It is like the worst. It's my least favorite part of my makeup. And this might just make a teetotal mess, but we're going to attempt to try it. And I am going to use the brush that it comes with. So I'm just going to dip in and I'm going to use this as I would like a dip brow or pomade. Shade looks pretty good. I'm liking that my brow looks like very snatched, and most of the time it's just very messy. I do not take a long time on my brows, but that just, I mean, my brows needed to be, they really need to be waxed, but that just made them look really clean, and I'm impressed. So I'm going to quickly, fill in the other brow, and then I will be right back. All right, guys, so I just finished up my brows, and this is what they are looking like. So anyway, what I really like about this brow product is it's super easy to use. It's very sleek. I really liked it, but you don't have to use brow gel with this. Like, my brows are stiff, they're hard, they're not going anywhere, they're not budging. So it's really all you need in one. It's kind of like a pencil, a dip brow, and a gel all in one. So I guess that justifies the price a little. I still feel like it's more on the pricier side for just a brow product. But if you think about having 3 products in one, then I guess it's kind of worth it. So I do really enjoy that a lot. And the shade, again, was Light Brunette, and I think it matched perfect. For eyes, I have got a couple, 4... I've got a few palettes right here that I picked up from the drugstore. This one I picked up from Ulta. It's new by Flower Beauty. It's Suns Blazing. And even though it says Suns Blazing, it's probably more of a summer palette. I just feel like these are like definitely fall tones. You've got your like burnt oranges in here, some yellows, some like burgundies. And then I got this from Walmart. This is the new palette from e.l.f. So there are definitely some fall shades in there. And this Gilded Jade palette from Milani. You guys know I'm a sucker for green. That is definitely my favorite color. I'm going to show you this. You get 2 highlights in here and then some shadows. And so this is what the carton looks like. Very pretty. And we're definitely going to be using these highlights in here, because this one's kind of reminded me of the Dior highlight shade, that peachy one that I just talked about in my favorites. So there is the Gilded Jade palette. And then I also have this one from BH Cosmetics. This is Beautiful in Barcelona. And I picked this one up from Ulta. So here is what she looks like. So I'm trying to figure out which palette I want to go in with. All right, I think I'm gonna start out with this Milani palette right here, and I'm gonna go into the shade Grounded as my transition. All right, so I've got my Morphe R39, and I'm just going to lightly put this in the crease so we can have a nice transition. And this is kind of like a fall get ready with me using only drugstore. I don't really know how I'm going to title this video, but I definitely want this to be more of a fall look and just using new products that I haven't used yet. But I'm really liking the way my skin's looking right now. I feel like it looks really nice and healthy, and it doesn't feel like I've got a lot of makeup on. So what are y'all most excited about for fall? I know I love haunted houses. I'm actually trying to get my fiance to go stay like at a real haunted like bed and breakfast and, you know, just try it out. There are several in North Carolina, and actually the college that I went to is one of the most haunted, well, it's the oldest women's college in the South, I think is what it is. And people have, you know, committed suicide there. And when I went there, a lot of the girls were telling me that they would not, you know, there are certain areas of the college they just would not go because they were just scared. So that's kind of interesting. But anyway, there are like 10 or more like haunted hotels, bed and breakfasts that you can actually go and stay at today overnight, and they say like your blankets will come off of you, and I don't know, I'm just into that. Well, I say I'm into that, but I get there and, you know, if something like that happens, I'll be the first to leave. So I don't know, I talk all that smack like I can handle it, but we'll see if we really do it. I'll definitely do like a story time or something and let you guys know, but I don't know, it sounds fun. So I like the shade. It's more of a cool tone brown. Let me turn down the lights a little bit more. So there you can see a little bit better. It's definitely more on the cool side, but I do like it. So I really like that shade. Again, that was Grounded from the Milani palette. All right, so I'm gonna go into this e.l.f. palette and go right here into Warm. And I'm gonna use it on that same R39 brush. I just picked up a bunch of new Morphe brushes. You know, I've been stuck on my Smith and Sonia G brushes for so long, and I wanted to get some new Morphe brushes because I used them the other day and I just forgot how much I really enjoyed them. And this shade is, whew, pigmented. You just need a little tiny bit. I probably went in a little too heavy-handed. Jeez, e.l.f. We may be doing a halo eye. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do a halo eye. So I'm just going to do, I'm just going to put that warm shade right here in the inner corner, and I'm going to leave the center open. I'm going to grab this Morphe M431 brush. And I'm going to go into the Milani palette in Edible right here. And I'm going to put this in the very outer portions and inner portions. So right here, so we can get that depth. And then I'm going to put it out here in the very outer portion. These drugstore shadows are blowing my mind. They are like super, super, super pigmented. And I'm going to use that to kind of create this line right here. So that's what we're working with so far. Very, very, very smoky. But I'm liking the way it's looking. So I'm going to go back into that first brush and I'm going to go into that Grounded shade, and I'm just going to kind of blend all of these edges out. And I might try to find, actually, all right, so let's go ahead and blend out with the grounded shade. Now I'm gonna go in to the e.l.f. palette, and I'm gonna go into Saucy. And I'm gonna get a clean brush. All right, I'm going to get my M506 brush like this. And going into that Saucy shade. And I'm just going to ever so lightly just blend these edges. Going back into that edible shade, and I'm just going to go back and reiterate that. Make sure we still have the depth that we want. All right, back into the grounded shade with the R39. All right, just like that. Now I'm gonna go into that edible shade on the little pencil brush, and I'm just gonna use that to smoke out the lower lash line. Now I'm gonna go into the warm shade from the e.l.f. palette and use that on the R39. Kind of smoke that a little bit. Now I'm going into the Saucy shade, which was that beautiful yellow. So now for the lid, I don't think I want to go in with any from the Milani palette. I did use this shade and this shade. We could use one of these, but I'm definitely going to use this on my face. So I think I'm going to try one of the shimmers from e.l.f. I think I'm going to go into Spicy. Right here. So I'm going to grab my Dominique Cosmetics, the pigment brush, into that Spicy shade. I'm just going to go in dry first. It's okay. I mean, it's definitely not the most shimmery shade I've ever used. So I'm actually going to go into that highlight shade Aurora right here from the Milani palette. Oh yeah. There you go. That's what I was looking for. And then I'm just going to feather it on the outer and inner portions. Now use that same Aurora shade, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner and my brow bone. That is very, very, very pigmented. Blinding. So it looks like bright white in the palette, but it actually has a little shift to it, like a gold shift, so I really like that a lot. All right, so that is all I'm gonna do for the eye, and I just went in between these two palettes. I didn't use all four. So, all right, I am going to go quickly fill in. I'm gonna go do my other eye, and then I will come back and we will play with a brand new Drugstore mask. All right, guys, so I just finished up my other eye, and we are looking really smoky today. But I'm loving it. It's definitely more on the cool side too, so really out of my comfort zone, but I'm really liking it. So I am going to quickly curl my lashes really quick. And then I have this mascara. I've had it for a while. It is, well, it was new, and it's definitely new to me. I've not used it before. But this is the Mascara by Maybelline. And it looks promising. This is so cute. So on the packaging, you have little eyes. Says Mascara, and then here is the wand. So I've never saw a wand look like that. So let's just see. Okay, so it's very, very, very liquidy. So you're probably gonna make a mess with it. I'm probably gonna make a mess with it. So I can go ahead and tell you it is separating my lashes. but I'm probably gonna have to go in with several coats to get the volume and length that I'm looking for. So there is one coat of it. I'm gonna quickly go ahead and do the other eye. All right, guys, so I just finished up my mascara. This is what my lashes look like. And that is like 4 coats on both lashes. So it took a little while to achieve this, but I mean, it's not the worst mascara I've ever used before in my life, so I can make it work. All right, so mascara is done. Now, I do not have a new foundation setting powder that I normally go in with, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. We had plenty of powder on our face earlier from that CoverGirl powder, so I don't think I need to go in with any more. To contour with, I'm gonna go in with this Milani Silky Matte Sun-Kissed 02 bronzer, but as you can see, it's very, very cool toned, so it's perfect for contour. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on the end of my Luxie 182. And I'm just going to ever so lightly contour my nose. Now I'm going to grab my little Morphe brush that come in a set. It looks like this. And I'm going to use that to contour. See, it's so pretty. And I'm going to use this to contour my jaw. Love, love, love this to contour with. So next for bronzer, I picked up this massive bronzer from L'Oreal. It's called Beach Please. Nope. Beach Please. Bronze Please. And this is in the shade 03 La Terra. Alright, so here again, that's what it looks like. This size of this pan is massive, the size of my head. So it does look like there is some sheen in there, but I'm going to grab my Smith brush. This is the 118. I have been absolutely obsessed with this for bronzer. So I'm just gonna rub my brush in there, woo, tap off the excess, and just start bronzing up. Very pretty. Alright, so there is the bronzer. It looks like there is some highlight going on in there, sheen. It's really pretty though. So I do like that. Now for blush, I picked up this from Target from that same brand, that concealer we use, Makeup Obsession. This is called Isn't It Peachy, and it's just a little blush palette. So I'm going to get my JH04 blush brush. And again, here is what all of these shades look like. And I think I'm going to go into this one right here. It is called Hint. It's the darkest one in here. Ooh. FedEx just pulled back in. What are they doing? I'm just gonna put this right here. It's very pigmented. And I'm gonna go on the sides of my nose. Ooh. Put it on my chin, a little on my forehead, just put a little everywhere. Love that. Okay, now for highlight, I want to go back into the Milani So Jaded palette, and I'm going to go in with this peachy shade right here, and I'm going to grab this on my Morphe M501. Looks like this. Tap off the excess. So I'm having to build it up a little bit. It's not like super blinding, but it is a smooth highlight. So I did not tap the excess off on this side, and let's just see. Very, very, very pretty. I'm going to use this. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to mix in some of that Aurora shade that we put on our inner corner and brow bone. Whew. Okay, that is blinding. Okay. All right, now I am going to quickly spritz my face. And this is by that Makeup Obsession brand. This is the Matte Fix Mattifying Makeup Fixing Spray. Looks like this. And it looks like it has a really nice spritzer on it. So I'm going to set my face really quickly. Whew. Okay, not so finely mist. Not such a fine mist. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry down. Now for lips. Okay, so I got this lip liner from CVS. I've got a bunch of the new JOA products. Well, they're not new, but new to me. And this is a lip liner from JOA in the shade Pink Nude. So I'm going to line my lips with that. Okay, so I've got a few little spots. I'm just gonna go over it. Okay, so here is the lip liner from JOA. It looks like this. Again, it's in the shade Pink Nude. And I'm just going to use that to line my lips. So very creamy. I do like the formula of that. Now, the fun part for lips. I picked up 2 of these from Milani. Do we want to go really dark? I think I want to go really dark. And then Revlon has these new Ultra HD Matte Lip Mousses. I've got that too, but I think I'm going to go in with this Milani. This is very vampy and not something that I would normally gravitate towards, but I'm just trying to step out of my comfort zone and do new things, and I'm definitely in the fall spirit. You see my little pumpkins back there? I've got a whole little setup back here of pumpkins. But anyhow, this is in the shade Sugar, and this is a matte lip cream. So, oh my god. I have never worn anything this dark before in my life. Okay, guys. So, this is what the lip color looks like. I am not too impressed with the formula of it. I had to go over it like several times to get this full pigmentation. Alrighty guys, so this is what the lip came out like, and I did have to go over it like several times to get like full pigmentation. And it is more of a drying matte formula. So unfortunately, I really don't care for this. The color, on the other hand, is wearing off on me a little bit. I'm like, vampy fall vibes, yes. So definitely stepped out of my comfort zone with this look. However, I'm very impressed with all these products I used. I'm going to quickly go through them. I did really enjoy both primers from CoverGirl. I'll just have to keep you guys updated and let you know how it wore, and you know, if it kept me matte and all of that good stuff. The foundation, really enjoyed that. The coverage is really good. I mean, my skin looks nice, it looks healthy. I really like that. The concealer from the Makeup Obsession, it was okay. I definitely need it in a darker shade. It's not like super full coverage, but I mean, the coverage was nice on it. It didn't dry down quick. It was very creamy, and I did like the doe fit on it. So there's that. Of course, you guys know I'm obsessed with this CoverGirl concealer, but I did find out today that you need to work fast with it. So if you pick this up, just work in sections. The cream contour from L'Oreal, the Infallible Shaping Stick. Obsessed with this, guys, and you get a whole lot of product in here. Like, it would take me forever to use all of that because you definitely don't need much, and it gave me such a beautiful, nice contour. So really enjoyed that. The powder from CoverGirl, Even though it made me look like extremely ghostly for a minute, it did set my makeup down beautifully. It dusted away. I didn't have to go in with a foundation powder, and my skin is very matte and it looks nice, healthy. So I'll probably be picking this up in the other 2 shades to use it, you know, because this one was just a tad too light for me right now. The eyeshadow palettes that I use, absolutely obsessed with both of them. The highlight, this highlight right here is, wow, it's what I have on my eye, and then I added it to my face. As you can see, it's very blinding. It's smooth. It's not accentuating any of my pores or texture, so I really like that. And the 2 eyeshadow shades that I used in here, absolutely obsessed with that. And this e.l.f. palette, again, love this. And the possibilities are really endless with this palette. There are a couple of pops of color in here, but I don't know. I really like this one. And I've never really played with e.l.f. shadows, so they really impressed me a lot. They were very pigmented, beautifully. They blended out like a dream. So you really can't ask for anything more from an eyeshadow palette. The mascara, I'm kind of on the fence about. I mean, it's all right. Not the worst, but definitely not the best I have tried. I'll probably continue to play around with it. I think it did an okay job. I just had to go in with, you know, 4 coats on each lash to achieve the look I have. So it's just a little more time consuming than some of my other mascaras. The powder contour from Milani, I've used this several times. I absolutely love it. I mean, it was just, you saw 2 swipes on my nose, easy peasy, good to go, out the door. So love that. Like this bronzer from L'Oreal, it's just not matte. So it's gonna give you a little sheen on your skin, but it's very pretty, very smooth, and I enjoy the color of it. This Isn't It Peachy blush palette, love that, which I only used this 1 shade in here, but it was super pigmented, didn't have to go in with a lot there, and you have, you know, 4 options in here, and I think it was under 10 bucks, so you really can't beat it. And the lip, I really just don't care about it because, I mean, I had to go in with like 4 or 5 coats to achieve like full pigmentation, so I really shouldn't have to work that hard, and it was like $10+ for it, and so I probably won't be reaching for it again, but it has helped me to step out of my comfort zone and to see maybe I do need to try some of these darker shades because I'm kind of enjoying my look right now. I'm more of a neutral peachy pink girly girl, but I'm really liking this like vampy fall look I got going on right now. So anyhow, I appreciate the fact that this made me step out of my comfort zone, and it's, you know, opening my eyes to do different things, try different things. So you'll probably be seeing a lot more of this vampy stuff coming up on my channel because I'm really liking it. And the setting spray from Makeup Obsession, I feel like it did a nice job of setting my makeup. The spritzer on it is not that great, but I just went over it with the Beauty Blender or my sponge, and everything looks like it's set down beautifully. I'll just have to keep you updated to let you know how the longevity of my makeup, you know, how it lasted. Alright guys, so that is all I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. That helps me out so much. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. And if you want, you can hit the little post notification bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next ones. Bye!